Hi guys. I have been working with Django for a while now, and all the time when I have to configure an object storage is always about configuring things over and over, or doing copy and paste from my other repos, right? So I just decided to build this Django Railway storage so that I can be able to just install and it works for my AWS and then that of my Railway, because most of the time I use Railway and then use AWS for my deployment, right? All right. How does this work? This is just simple. It just when you do the installation, you add it to your installed apps, and then that's majorly the configurations. But we have to take a look at some other few things that comes with it, right? So the first thing we have to do is to just install this. So in this particular project, I have already installed it and it's inside my Django Railway, right? So this is already a setup project, right? Okay. And when you are done, you just have to add this Django Railway storage inside your installed app. So when you come to my Django settings, it's just right here inside my installed apps, right? And when you're done, the next thing you have to do is to just use Railway. This works with AWS, your .env files, right? You just have to make sure that these files or these variables are inside the env files. And that is what you are supposed to do. And this works for both AWS SDK and then the Django storages on both sides, right? Whether AWS that you are deploying on or you are deploying on Railway. But in this case, we are going to use Railway as an example, right? So this is my very bucket on Railway. And then when you come to your credentials, you go to credentials, add service, and then you come to add project, right? And then the variables have to match what we currently have, right? I'll show you some other variables that I use in this particular project, so we have diverse ways of using it, right? And then their style have to be either AWS SDK, that's a generic, or the Django storages, right? Any of them should work perfectly with this project, right? So when you are done with the configurations, right, you can auto configure some stuffs by running this configure Railway storage, or add this storage public to make it public, right? And then you can also run these settings file config in production, right, just to put into your production sense. And then also adding a pre-signed URL for expiration, right? And this expires in 7,200 seconds, right? As I was saying, that I've also added some other variables, right? So these are the Railway variables that are available. And then I also added this because sometimes you don't know, somebody would like to name it differently. So yeah, and these are the descriptions that they have over here. But this is not that necessary, but in case you want to, especially those who would like to use AWS as their deployment place, you just have to, I default it to US is 1. You can change it anytime you want, right? And then using it as backend directly, you just have to add this, right? And this is for the private media storages, that's your storages, and then this is for the public media storages, right? So in using it, you just have to just add this into your files, right? So let's take a look at my views, right? So take a look at the views, and there is it. So it's a post method, and then I use the upload form. I created a form that have just file in it, and then that is it, right? So your model is what we have here. Where's the model? Just an upload file, right? So let's test it out. So I have it here. I've just these trials this afternoon and some time ago. So I'll click on upload file, right? And then probably look for some screenshot I've done over the years. Okay, my forest setup, and then I click on upload. That's it. So it's currently available here. So you can see it's here to access, right? And this is a private one because it just lasts for 1,200 seconds. I think, I don't know, you have to convert that into minutes, right? So it's just as simple as that. And you have set up your project. It's something I've been, anytime I'm trying to store an object, I keep doing copy and paste or writing the code all over again. And to stop that, I just had to come up with this, and it works very well for me. So it is also available. So install, use it, bring your suggestions, open issues or PRs, and then let's get this going. All right. So it's also available on my GitHub, right? So you can go to my GitHub profile and then get it available there. Yeah. Okay. So I'll catch you guys in another one.